link on your cell phone, or you can text them too. I've posted more details on our website, whio.com. Xavier Hershevitz, News Center 7.
And news tonight, an Army vet went head-to-head against other military vets on the Discovery Channel's Moonshiners, Master Distiller. That show aired this week. Matt Brown is from Springfield. He said his friend convinced him to apply to the show after he won 2 years ago. 2 weeks after Brown applied, he headed to Tennessee to start shooting. Matt said this experience reignited his love for making moonshine and motivated him to open a distillery, something he's been wanting to do for a while now.
And it reminded me of the camaraderie that I had with everybody when I was in the military. So kind of motivated me a little bit to open a distillery and help out vets that are getting out or have PTSD or anything like that.
Brown told us his next step is to find a building for that distillery.
Well, it's been a bit misty today and a little rainy this morning, but most of the day hasn't been so bad, just kind of gloomy, and it's gloomy outside now. In fact, it's a little bit foggy in some places. We don't have any dense fog advisories, at least not yet, but we are seeing some visibility issues as far as fog is concerned across much of the region. You can see visibility is about 2.5 miles in Dayton, so it's not terrible, but do expect it to be a little bit foggy, which could hamper some things if you're commuting either in the morning or even just tonight driving out. Here's a look at Cincinnati. You can see Paycor Stadium lit in orange, and yeah, a little bit misty, a little bit foggy out there, but the temperatures, well, 32 degrees right now in Dayton, 30 in Wapakoneta, 30 in Salina. So you can see most of us are at least at freezing or below. In fact, we are a lot colder than this time yesterday. The cold front is through. We're actually 17 degrees colder in Dayton. Most of us at least have a double-digit difference. What about the roads? Are they dropping as quickly? Well, temperatures are near freezing in Dayton, but the road temperature is still 37 degrees. Why am I mentioning this? Well, as we move closer towards sunrise a little bit after, perhaps even a few isolated instances tonight, there's a chance of a wintry mix or even some light snow showers across the region. We don't really see much of that yet, but at least around our area. But if you look off toward the west, there's a little bit trying to develop that way. So I would expect some isolated chances tonight, but there's likely going to be a little bit better chance as we get a little bit deeper into the overnight hours or even closer toward the morning hours. Now you can see mostly cloudy skies. That's at least keeping some of the day, the heat of the day in close to the ground. And so you can see here, moving overnight, some spotty instances of a wintry mix, but closer towards, say, 6 or 7 a.m., you start to see a wintry mix or even some blue moving in across the Miami Valley. As temperatures are below freezing, we'll likely see some light snow showers. Not last all morning, but they will push through, perhaps even linger a bit into the afternoon. So I'd say if you're up toward the northwest of the Miami Valley, looking at Auglaize County, Mercer County, don't be surprised if you see at least a little bit of snow tomorrow and some isolated slick spots. How much are we expecting? Really a dusting down to the south, a little bit more up toward the top here in the northern parts of the Miami Valley. I'd say most of us can expect up there a ½ inch. There might be some localized areas of a little bit more. But beyond that, we're looking at some cold weather. Look at Tuesday, 26 degrees down to 14 Tuesday night. But overall looking dry, really, once we get past tomorrow.
Like that little Groundhog Day thing you got on Thursday. Thank you. Honda workers reached out to our I-team saying that their paychecks are still hundreds of dollars short. We talked with frustrated workers as well as Honda to figure out what's going on. And
it felt like that was, the tide was turning our way. Thought we were gonna, just find a way to win this game, but like I said, didn't make the plays down the stretch.
We've got even more coverage of tonight's AFC Championship. You're going to hear from head coach Zach Taylor and more from QB Joe Burrow.